Good morning, good morning. Merry Christmas. I am definitely not going to be before you guys very long, so I'm going to go ahead and I need to get ready for family, especially for my niece and nephew going to wake up very soon. So I'm just going to take literally a few minutes with this, and I'm going to go ahead and get out of your way so you guys enjoy time with your family. But today, as I've mentioned a little bit throughout this week, this is Personal Devotion Week. And again, the purpose of this week is for you guys to put all of this stuff into action, to actually do this stuff. And I am going to try my best to come up with some really good action items for you guys to really put this stuff into action. So today is day 94. And I was going to title this day called Push Yourself, but I actually have put the action item in the title, Accountability Partner. And I'll explain that a little bit later. So again, this whole purpose for these 100 days was for us to push ourselves a little bit more in our relationship with God, to get to another level in Him, and I've tried my best to make it really practical. So now again, it's really up to us for us to put this into action. But what happens though if you feel there are some people who feel complacent in their relationship with God where they are right now. They don't feel bad about it. They don't feel bad about it. They really are content in where they are, but they know they need to go further. There are some of us who know we should do better, but for some reason we just can't. There are some of us who, again, they just feel like they just need extra help. They feel like that they really, really need help in this walk with God. So really, the only two solutions I've had for that. And another thing, some people also feel that they have, I wouldn't say that they feel that they do, but some people just have a lack of passion for it. They have a lack of passion for God. They have a lack of passion for their walk in God. But again, they know deep down they need to pursue Him like never before. So what happens if you know you should do something, but you just lack the drive, you just lack the desire, but you still want to go further? So, because usually you need that passion, you need that drive, you need that excitement to keep you going. Good morning, Kim. Merry Christmas, especially on your own. What do you do? Because I've been in that place before, and it does not feel good, because it's like, I don't want to do it, but I know I need to. But anyway, so I only have two solutions for that. And after these two solutions, I'm going to get right on off. First solution is basically you just do it until you feel like doing it. You force yourself. And I've said this before, if you can force yourself to go to the gym, especially when you first start out, if you can force yourself to go to the gym, if you can force yourself to go to that job that you hate but you need to collect a check to pay your bills, to live, to not be out on the street, you can force yourself to read your word, you can force yourself to pray, you can force yourself to get into God's presence. And of course, at first, it will not feel good. It will feel like, it won't feel good. Your flesh is going to fight against you. But I promise you, in the end, it will kick in and it will start to click, and you will start to have a desire for Him. Because once you get into God's presence and that becomes a daily habit for you, you're not going to want to stop. So that's the first solution. Do it until you want to do it. And I use working out as an analogy to this whole thing so well, because it will be a shame for you to be it would be a shame for you to be in shape and fit and perfect, excellent health physically, but spiritually you're decaying. Spiritually you're dying. So just as much as you pay attention to your physical, just as much as you pay attention to your physical, you need to pay attention to your spiritual health as well. And the second one, which is the whole point of this video for today, if you find that you can't force yourself to do things you don't want to do because it's just not in your nature yet, you just don't have the discipline, find an accountability partner. A lot of people kind of underestimate that, but an accountability partner, they're really powerful. If you find the right one, because everybody doesn't know how to hold people accountable, and that sucks. So make sure you find a really good accountability partner that knows how to keep people accountable. Make sure and this person can either have more passion than you, this person can be more disciplined than you, and this person can also be where you want to be already. They're already at your goal, your end point. And you just simply ask the person, let the person know what you're struggling with, where you want to be, and then tell them what you need them to do for you. And here's the thing too, because accountability partners for me, they don't really work for me because I can be really stubborn sometimes. But again, you just really have to make sure that this person is strong enough to challenge you and to tell you off if they need to. And you also need to remember your end goal in mind. This thing will work if you work it. Your accountability partner literally can't make you pull you out of bed and just slam you on the ground and say start praying. They can't make you pray. But you really have to remember your end goal. You're not going to get anywhere in God by doing nothing, literally nothing. So you have to seek Him in the way, again, as I said, you do it until you feel like doing it, or you get an accountability partner that will actually walk with you in this. And make sure that your accountability partner is very active and not really passive. For example, your accountability partner, if you have trouble getting up early in the morning to pray at 6 or 5 or whatever, have you and your accountability partner take turns each week calling each other for prayer and actually pray with each other. Pray for each other. If you're having trouble reading your word, for whatever reason, you and your accountability partner meet together at least once a week to discuss what you guys read this week. If you have trouble with fasting, you and your accountability partner fast. So you don't have to do this by yourself. And there are people out there that will help push you and coach you. So of course, be prayerful about your accountability partners. So I've been through quite many, and like I said, everybody don't know how to hold everybody accountable. Just make sure you're really prayerful. And that's it. That's all I have today. Today is going to be really, really short. I think for the rest of this week, it's pretty much going to be short because I keep telling you guys I'm not going to teach because this is an action week. So, yeah. But that is it. Again, the 2 solutions, if you find yourself just in that weird, conflicting area where you know you need to seek God, but you just honestly don't feel like it, you don't have a desire to, but you know you should, do it until you feel like it, or find an accountability partner that will really hold you accountable. So that is it. I pray you guys had a very, very, very blessed Christmas. Enjoy times with your families. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 7 a.m. Central.